Hello everyone and welcome to the Bobby Brown and Stephen Plofker Gym as we bring you this live matchup of the Emerson Lions up against the Rivier Raiders. Both teams fourth respectively in their conferences. Emerson fourth in the NUMAC conference with a 15-6 record, while the Rivier Raiders find themselves fourth in the GNAC conference holding a 17-6 overall record. Should be a good matchup today. Two evenly matched out teams. Head coach Ben Reed seems very happy with his squad this year, whereas head coach Craig Kolek feels the same. Emerson will start this one off with Jillian Kay, Logan Steenbergen, Carolyn Vimoso, Caroline Bond, Grace Tepper, and Anna Phillips in the starting lineups, whereas the Raiders will begin with Taryn Higuereta, Taylor Dunster, Avery Pollard, Anna Campbell, Jess White, and Cindy Rosavicius. To start us off here, we have Vimoso on the serve, and we are underway here in Boston. First attack is floated over, dug out by Phillips. Raiders are going to get another chance though. Big hit dug again by Phillips. And Emerson will send it right back over. Raiders get their third opportunity. Phillips again. 3 straight digs for her. Blocked at the line, but blocked out of bounds. Point's going to go Emerson's way on a kill there coming from Grace Tepper, the junior out of Maryland. Good start for the Lions and a good start for Anna Phillips. Vimoso will serve again. Floats it over. Nice and easy. Higuereta gets it. He'll go across now on the kill. Taylor Dunster diving as Phillips into the net. And unable to control it there is Caroline Bond. First kill for the Raiders is going to come from the hand of Taylor Dunster, a senior out of Sutton, Massachusetts. And the first service here will come from number 13, Avery Pollard. Anna will take it. And quickly from Bond there. The Rivier ready for it. Phillips with a dig. Bond's going to bring it. And Vimoso with the chance. Drop down. Grace Tepper with the block. Saw the opportunity and she took it. Grace Tepper's got 2 points and Emerson lead 2-1 here in the early stages. Quick substitution now. We're going to see number 9, Logan Steenbergen, replaced with number 1, Andrea Mendez. Both Steenbergen and Mendez are freshmen on a very young Lions team. Mendez with a nice service, but the Raiders are able to handle it on the far side. Got net contact there. And number 9, Joy Maswaswe, junior out of Ashland, Mass, picks up an error. And Emerson lead 3-1. Mendez again with a nice service. He's going to go back here. Big kill coming. Unable to handle it there is Lauren Kwan. And that's a big point there. Coming from Taylor Dunster once again. Dunster will serve now. Nice easy serve there. Bond will set it up on her backside. She's got Jillian Kay coming across, and Kay with a big kill into the back corner puts Emerson up 4-2. Another substitution now as Lauren Kwan is going to check out, and checking in will be a Rebecca Polsky. Emerson hitting at just over 22% on the season. Fairly good number, but a little bit middle of the pack. There's a quick hit there. Caroline Bond will handle it. Phillips will go up. From the back, it'll have to be Tepper. Blocked at the line. Emerson able to handle it. Tepper goes quick. Set back now from Maswaswe. They'll be up again. Raiders on their third opportunity. It's fired out of bounds. Point's going to go to Emerson. Head coach Craig Kolek trying to see if there's any contact on the way through. Emerson leads 5-2. And the service is up here. Emerson looked to extend this lead in the first set. As that one goes out of bounds, error there. Looked like it came off of Dunster. And Emerson up 6-2. Good service run here. Caroline Bond will take it once again. That one floated short, diving there. Great dig, but Emerson will get a free chance. And it's up here. And on the right side, Rebecca Polsky with a kill on the line. Head official calls it in. Emerson leads 7-2 in what has been a very dominant first set thus far. Bond leads the team in service aces with 22 as this one goes across. Big hit. It's dug out there very nicely. And it'll be Vimoso, or Rebecca Polsky, excuse me. But dug out nicely. Some miscommunication on the far side. 4 touches, and Emerson lead 8-2. The Raiders seem a bit discombobulated to start this one, and Emerson are starting to run away with this first set. Bond will take it once again. And she'll float it over nicely, easily handled there by the Raiders. In the middle, shot down nicely, and in the middle there, you've got a kill coming from the big right hand of Jess White. Quick substitution as well as you see Julia Zargaz check in for Taryn Higuereta. And the libero now, number 22, Olivia Garand, will serve. It's nice service from her, but handled by the Lions. Bond will go back now, and into the far side goes number 21, Grace Tepper. She's got her 3rd kill thus far. Tepper will now serve, following her kill. Handled by the Raiders. In the middle there, blocked down at the line, Jillian Kay with a big block for the Lions as they see themselves up 10-2. And you see an early timeout called here by Coach Craig Zolek. Lions starting to run all over them. Tepper with 3 kills, Polsky with 2, and Jillian Kay with 1. Add 1 block to that stat line for Jillian Kay. For Emerson this year, it's been a show of the freshmen. 3 freshmen, Caroline Bond, Jillian Kay, and Anna Phillips, are leading the team. Phillips in digs per set with 213 digs and 3.23 per set. Jillian Kay has played the most sets at 73, and she leads the team in blocks and blocks per set. Bond at 9.2 assists has herself 4th in the NUMAC Conference, as well as her 22 service aces, placing her 2nd on the team. For the Raiders, it's been a mixed attack coming from sophomores, seniors, juniors, and freshmen alike. But most notably has been Sydney Rasavicius, who's averaging 3.15 kills per set, which has her 5th in the GNAC with 233 kills. The Raiders will always lead on sophomore Avery Pollard as well, who's got 10.14 assists, which has her leading the GNAC Conference, as well as 80 sets played and 51 service aces. Both of those stats lead the team. Out of the timeout here, Tepper back to serve. She'll do so nicely. It's going to go back now. Blocked at the line, unable to corral it are the Raiders. Blocked there was Troy Maswaswe, and Emerson still holding a very comfortable advantage, up 11-3. Once again, it's Tepper. She'll float this one. Set up there by Pollard, floated over the line, but handled there by the Lions. Bond goes across. It's pushed to the far side, but handled by the Raiders. And on this far side, tries to float it softly into the hand of Jillian Kay, and a kill there coming for Sydney Rasavicius, her 1st of the day. On the service here, Anna Campbell. Freshman out of New Hampshire. Serves it up nicely, but handled by Phillips with ease. And it'll go across. From the back is Tepper. Sliding down there. A great pickup by Olivia Durant. And that's going to fly well out of bounds there, coming off the right hand of Taylor Dunster. Service here coming from Phillips. Ritualistic here. She floats it over nicely. Handled though by the Raiders. It's going to go across into the block. Phillips dives but can't make a play. Julia Zargash has got her 1st kill of the evening. Early in this one, Emerson hitting at 60%. That's the main reason you find them in the lead, especially when you consider that the Raiders are hitting at -5%. Service here coming up from Rasavicius. Dug out there. Bond will go. And into the right hand of a diving Raider. See if they can get it over. It floats into the pole. Great effort there coming from Sydney Rasavicius. But Emerson will get the point nonetheless. And a solid kill by Logan Steenbergen. Back to serve here, Lauren Kwan, who just checked in. With Emerson up 13-5. Into the back. Picked up by the Raiders quickly there from Avery Pollard. She's got herself a kill. Pollard trying to get her team back into this one. Still down 13-6, but they have the service here. Taryn Higuereta on it. Higuereta, a solid senior for this team. She'll float it over nicely. Picked up there by the lines. Bond will try to go quick. Off the net and missed there by Jess White. Didn't see it climb off the net. And a kill there for Carolyn Bond. Has Emerson up 14-6. Serving now is Vimoso. Dug out by the Raiders. It'll go back. Big kill coming, but blocked at the line by Tepper. And it'll be floated over. Free ball. Kwan will take it. Bond will go back. On it there. And we've got 4 hits as that went off the net after the kill was attempted by Logan Steenbergen. 14-7 here. Emerson still lead Rivier. And we've got a sub as Joy Maswaswe checks back in, replacing Anna Campbell. Avery Pollard will be on the service. Direct service there. It's going to go towards that back wall and into it. An error there on the dig for the Lions. Vimoso won't be happy with herself on that one. And Pollard will serve once again. Taken there. Bond will put it up. A free ball over there from Vimoso. It's going to go across now. Kill coming off the block. But nicely done by the Raiders to recover. Another kill. And a great placement there coming from Taylor Dunster. As Vimoso just unable to dive and save that one. And the Raiders are creeping back into this game. Score is 14-9. Tepper, the free ball over. Unable to handle the service, but that's going to go wide. Coming off the right hand there of Jess White. And you're going to see Steenbergen check out for Andrea Mendez, who will go back and serve. Her team up by 6. Nice service there from Mendez, nice and low. It's going to go across now. Maswaswe, handled there by Vimoso. Bond's going to go across. Tepper into the blockers and off the right knee of Pollard. That point's going to go Emerson's way as well. They lead 16-9. And Mendez will serve once again. Dug out there. It's going to go across here. Killed in into the roof there off of Mendez. Tough there for the Lions. Vimoso tried to have it, but it's going to be a kill there for Dunster. 16-10 the score now. Dunster will be on the service. Trying to get her team back into this one. Handled there by Tepper. Bond will set it up. It'll go back to Tepper. It's going to go off the hands, but nobody around to help Pollard on that one. She was able to corral it, but couldn't send it to her teammates. And Grace Tepper's going to pick up another kill. That one, her 5th of the evening. Tepper hitting at 83% with 5 kills on 6 total attacks. Serving now is Bond. Good service from her. On the dive there, it was Higuereta, but unable to corral it. Emerson up 18-10. Bond will serve once again. Emerson playing very loose right now. Some free-flowing volleyball. Bond with a short service. Higuereta on the dive. It's going to go back, and it's going to be lightly tossed over. Phillips will put it up. From the back here, it's Vimoso. Handled by Pollard. In the corner, it's Dunster, and free-balled over by Pollard. Now off the net. Twice handled by Emerson. and Vimoso gets it over. Some accidental perfection there. Kill coming, Bond will handle it. Phillips will go back. On it there is Polsky. Polsky on the block. Figueiredo tries to go over into the net. That's 3 hits off the pole from Pollard. And a hard-fought Emerson point keeps their lead growing. Up by 9 points now. Bond will serve once again after a long rally. Figueiredo on it. Trying to go fast there is Polsky from her knees. The Raiders pick it up. And a great kill there coming from Joy Maswaswe. And the Raiders narrow that lead to 8. It's not too late for a comeback, but they're going to have to start mounting it soon. Olivia Garand will drop back to serve. Direct service there, handled by Tepper. Trying to go quick there, but missed the hit there. Was Sydney Rosavicius. Julia Zargaj. It was Julia Zargaj. Sorry about that. And Emerson will be back on the service. This one from Tepper off the net. Floated. It's going to be a free play here for the Lions. Bond will get it to Jillian Kay. Blocked at the line. Floated over by Kay. It's going to be from the back now. Emerson will take that with ease. Bond will go all the way across and into the net off the right hand of Vimoso. Bond again. This one for Polsky. And they're going to give the point to the Raiders. Close call there. Goes the Raiders' way. And Polsky couldn't quite keep that one in bounds. Checking in now. Anna Campbell back in for the Raiders. She'll replace Maswaswe. She's had a tough go of it so far. 1 kill, 2 errors on 4 attacks. Service is up. Bond will go to the middle. Julian Kay. It's all the way across. Tries to float it over, and a great kill there coming from Rosavicius. Able to trick both Emerson blockers into jumping and float it right over them. Getting her team the point. Raiders service is up. Phillips will handle it. Kellen Bond will go across. Floated, but out of bounds off the right hand of Carolyn Vimoso. Vimoso, the sophomore out of California. Attempt to keep it in, but pass was a little too far ahead of her. The Raiders have narrowed the gap to 6. Phillips will handle it. Bond will go back. And unable to corral it there was Polsky. Disadvantage is just 5 now for the Lions. And serving it would be Anna Campbell once again. Trying to mount a run. Tepper will handle it. Bond will back for Polsky into the corner. Point's going to go to the Raiders. Close call there. Gap has been narrowed to 4. And Coach Ben Reed's going to take that timeout. Smart timeout here from Ben Reed. Coaches both of the men's and the women's volleyball team and has been around Emerson for quite a long time, liked by pretty much all of the players. He's assisted this year by Jake Garrard and Sarah Rutan. Rutan is Emerson's all-time leader in digs with 1,714. The Raiders starting to narrow that gap, and Emerson not hitting at as high a percentage as they once were. Now at 29%, 11 kills on 24 attacks, while the Raiders find themselves hitting at still just 6.5% with 10 kills on their 31 attacks. The Raiders out of the break here. It'll be Campbell once again on a 3-point service run. Taking her time there. And the jump serve is over. Handled by Phillips. Bond will go to the middle for Kay. Handling it there is Garand. Big kill coming, but way out of bounds off the powerful right hand of Sydney Rosavicius. Emerson expand that lead to 5. And they're 4 points away from taking this first set. Freshman Anna Phillips on the service. Emerson slightly adjusts their line. Handled there. It's going to go across. Rosavicius on it. Tepper tried. into the glass wall. And the lead is back to 4, 21-17, still in favor of Emerson. They're yet to trail here in this set, but the Raiders trying to change that. Back to serve is Rosavicius. She's been on a run as of late. She's got the hot hand for this Raiders team. Handled there by Vimoso in the middle. Trying to float it there. They're going to say no touch from the Raiders. And Steenbergen with a slight mistake, costing Emerson a very valuable point here at the end of this first set. Once again, it's going to be Sydney Rosavicius. Direct service. And that one flies out of bounds. The first service error of the night. Rosavicius giving the Lions exactly what the doctor ordered, as Lauren Kwan will check in and drop back to serve. Floated into the net. Tit for tat there. Service error. Traded for service error. And the lead is still 3. Back to serve now, senior Taryn Higuereta. She stands 5'8", coming out of California. She'll float this one up. Handled there by Tepper. Bond will go. Tepper will float it. Diving there, Higuereta. It's going to go back now for Rosavicius. Handled by Tepper once again. Bond will go back. Steenbergen. Handled nicely by Rosavicius. Fought for at the line. Bond will set it up. Polsky denied. It's going to float over. Quick kill coming there from Taylor Dunster. And the Raiders have put themselves back in this one. Down by just 2. Scores 22-20. Looking to try and complete this upset. It will be Higuereta once again. Handled there, but not well. Coming off the pass from Carolyn Vimoso. Unable to handle it on the dive was Bond. And the lead is just 1. Higuereta again, floats it over nice and easy. Handled by Phillips. Bond in the middle. Steenbergen, not too much on that one. They were ready for it. Diving is Kwan, but she can't get it. And we are all tied up here in the first set. It's been quite the dramatic first set as you see Ben Reed call another timeout. His team early on led this set by almost 10 points. But see themselves tied with 3 points to go in what has been a very interesting first set. Took the Raiders a little bit to get into this one, but they have been firing on all cylinders since then. 13 kills this set thus far, with 9 errors being the reason they find themselves tied. Emerson, 11 kills, just 5 errors on 30 attacks, hitting at 20%. But they're going to need to up that consistency and up their game in these last few points if they want to take this one. Higuereta once again. She'll float it over. Handled by Phillips. Bond is on it. She'll go across. Here, big kill coming from Vimoso, but it's handled. And Rosavicius will go off the net. Handled by Kwan. It's going to go across. Float it over. Dunster's there. Quick hit there coming from Pollard. And it's going to go across. Diving is Phillips. But the Lions can't corral it. They find themselves down by 1. And the upset so far looking good for the Raiders. 2 points away from taking this first set. Float it over. On it, there's Tepper. Bond to Tepper. She goes into the backcourt, and Rosavicius can't handle it. Emerson even it up, 23-23. And a big kill coming from Grace Tepper. You know they rely on her when they need her. She came up big just then. Back to serve Carolyn Vimoso. Emerson really can't take an error right now. And they won't get one. Pollard's going to set it back. Kill coming off the hands. Phillips handling it. Tepper goes into the cross court. They're going to call that out of bounds. Points go to the Raiders. Raiders lead 24-23. Checking out here is Anna Campbell, replaced by Joy Maswaswe. And Pollard on the service. Looking to pick up this first set for her team. Phillips will handle it. Bond will go across. On it there, Tepper. Big kill in front of Rosavicius. And Tepper once again evening it up for the Lions. Got the substitutions coming in. Jillian Kay and Andrea Mendez. Serving here is Mendez. She has been solid all afternoon. That one's handled by the Raiders. It's going to go back. Drop down there from Grace Tepper. And she has single-handedly brought this one back and stopped this Raider run. Emerson lead 25-24. And this second timeout is going to be called by Craig Kolak. A bit upset with his team. Looked as if he thought Tepper reached over the net there. But the officials said no. And Emerson lead 25-24. Emerson on set point now. Of course, here, once you reach 25, you have to win by 2. So the Raiders will have to score 3 times in a row right now if they want to take it. And a hard-fought first set. Tepper with 8 kills and 2 errors hitting at 50%. Dunster evening that with 7 kills and 1 error hitting at 55%. Both of them are going to need a little help, though, if they want to take this one. Rosavisi is looking for a little more consistency. She's got 3 kills, however 2 errors, and it's taken her 11 attempts to reach that. And expect to see a little bit more of Rebecca Polsky, as she's looked very good thus far. 3 kills on 5 attempts. Emerson come out of the timeout with a little bit of fire. And Mendez will look to put this first set away. Service is up for Mendez. Handled by the Raiders. Pollard's got it. Kill coming off the net. Blocked down there by Kay. Juan and Vimoso on it. Kay with the attempt. There's a raid up back for Rosavicius. Handled by Vimoso. Quickly over from Bond. And she has won this first set for the Lions. Hard fought by both sides. But Emerson take the first set by a score of 26-24. Not as easy as it looked early on. The Raiders almost brought that one back, but Emerson lead 1-0 as we head into the second set. We are back here in Boston. Emerson leading 1-0 after a tight fought and interesting first set that saw them take a very big early lead. We saw the Raiders come back and they eventually took it in those extra points by a final score of 26-24. They line up here, prepared to take this one. As the first service will go to the Raiders and to the right hand of Taryn Higuereta. Loaded by her, but handled by Vimoso. We'll go across now for Tepper. We'll go up towards the roof on the far side. Done nicely there by Dunster. Phillips will handle it. Bond will go back to Tepper. Just going to float it towards the far court, but out of bounds, and the point will go to the Raiders. Reed fighting to get this point. Saying the ball went over to that Emerson side and back over to the Raiders. But the ref's not giving him any slack. Raiders lead 1-0. Higuereta on service once again. Phillips will take it. Bond will go across. Tepper down. Textbook there from the lines as they even it up 1-1. And Phillips will check out for Jillian Kay, while Andrea Mendez checks in now for Logan Steenbergen. Big first set for Tepper, and they'll need her to do the same in these next few. She picked up her 9th kill there. And Mendez will serve. Handled there by Rosavicius. Pollard will go back. Blocked there. Point's going to go to the Raiders. They say it was blocked off the pole there from Tepper. Counting is out of bounds, and the point going the Raiders' way. Reed furious about that call. 2 in a row not going his way. Pollard will be back to serve with the Raiders leading 2-1. Reed still upset. Pollard will serve off the net. Bond is on it. She'll try to go quick, but blocked down there at the line. Combination there of number 16 Jess White and number 4 Taylor Dunster. A senior combo there. Just got them up by 2 and has now got all 3 Emerson coaches very furious. Pollard once again. Handled nicely. It's going to go across the Tepper. Off the hand. The point is going to go to Emerson. After blocking out of bounds as Lauren Kwan checks out now for Rebecca Polsky. And back to serve is freshman setter Caroline Bond. Handled there by the Raiders. Just going to go back now. Chance there is Dunster. Phillips has got it. Bond will go across. Tepper through the block. And Tepper ties it up for the Lions. 3-3 here early in the second set. Bond on it once again. It's up from Bond. Handled there by Higuereta. Pollard will go back. Dunster tries to make something of it, but the pass not what it needed to be there from Avery Pollard. And Emerson will lead 4-3. Bond on a nice little service run of her own here. She'll look to extend it. Up there. Pollard's going to put it up here for Dunster. Handled by Phillips. Bond back. Tepper tries to float it, but there's Maswaswe. Pollard in the middle, and a great kill there coming from Jess White. Jess White's a senior middle hitter, standing 5'9" out of Plymouth, Massachusetts. She's just even this one up. Dunster with the service. Handled there. Carolyn Bond. Rebecca Polsky off the hand of Higuereta as she dropped to the floor to try and save that one. But nothing doing. And Grace Tepper will serve. On it there, Higuereta, but a free ball for the Lions. Bond will get it. Phillips back now. On it there, Vimoso into the corner. And Emerson leads 6-4 on a nice little run of their own here. Scored 4 of the last 5 points. Tepper will take another serve. Handled nicely. Pollard dropped in the middle, but Phillips on the dive. Bond up. Off the hand and floated into the corner. Pollard will go up. Floated nicely, but handled there by Vimoso. Bond in the middle for Tepper. Off the net. Diving there. Off the net and off the leg of Avery Pollard. As unable to handle it on the dive was Taylor Dunster. And Emerson leads 7-4. Tepper once again. Handled by Higuereta. They'll go across now. Rosavicius out of bounds. And the Lions have doubled up. They lead 8-4 over the Raiders after earlier being down 4-2. Tepper on a fantastic service run. She'll float this one over. Handled there by Rosavicius. Pollard will go back to Rosavicius, who floated over. On it there quickly. Good play there from Carolyn Bond. It's going to be the middle for Tepper. She'll float it over. Drop back to a position. They're going to call a miss hit there on Pollard. Illegal, and the Lions lead 9-4, jumping out to another early lead. They'll look to stay hot with Tepper on the ball here. Pollard will go across with the left hand. And they're going to say the Lions went over the net. They say Rebecca Polsky hit the net. And the Raiders take that point, still down 9-5. And on this service will be Olivia Garand. Garand will take her time. And float it up. Handled there by Tepper. Bond will go all the way across. Blocked at the line. Bond once again. Jillian Kay. Handled nicely there by Dunster. Cross for Vimoso. Big kill into the middle. And and Cindy Rosavicius with a big kill there for the Raiders. Grand again. Her team within 3. Floating it over. Handled there nicely by Tepper. Bond will go to Rebecca Polsky. No contact with the net this time. The ball will go off a Raider and out of play. Andrea Menez checking out, and checking back in now is Logan Steenbergen. Back to service Anna Phillips. Phillips will look to keep her team in control. She goes through her routine and floats it up nicely. Handled there by Dunster. Pollard will go. Rosavicius in the middle. Nicely dug out there by Bond, but nothing doing. Big effort goes into the top of the net. And the Raiders will pick up that point. Rosavicius will get that kill. Rosavicius slowly working her way up to 6 kills and evening out that hitting percentage. Well, Dunster still got that team lead with 7. Service is up here. Handled there by Tepper. It'll go to the middle. And on it, Logan Steenbergen. Steenbergen, another freshman for this Lions team out of Illinois. She stands 6 foot and plays that middle blocker role for him. It's a big call right there. Lauren Kwan on the service. Pollard will go over. Rosavicius with the big right hand. And they give that point to Emerson. So he went just outside of that corner. Kwan on the service once again. Rosavicius can't believe it. Kwan again. Handled there. Quickly there from Pollard. Bond is going to go to the middle. Steenbergen handled on the move. It's going to be free-balled over there. Kwan will get it to Kwan. It's going to go all the way across now. On it, Vimoso. She's going to get that kill. Combo there of Kwan, Bond, and Vimoso. Going to pick up that point for the Lions. Bond there picking up her 18th assist. Pollard coming up against her as just 16 as the service from Juan is sent hard into the hand of Taylor Dunster. As that kill's going to go off the block from Julia Zargaj. And the Raiders will pick up a point. Emerson still leads by 5. And back to serve is the powerful right hand of Rosavicius. Handled there by the Lions. It's going to go back now for Steenbergen. Handled by Rosavicius again. And on it here is Dunster into the side. Reed a little bit upset there with Phillips. Thought she should have had that one. But the Raiders will pick up that point. Rosavicius serving once again. Her team within 4. They'll go back. It'll be a little bit of a free ball over. It's going to go to the corner. The mix up there from Tepper and Phillips. Rivier find themselves within 3. And another big kill coming from Taylor Dunster. She's got her total up to 9. Both coaches letting this one play out. Neither of them can really be upset with their side thus far. But the Lions still lead by 3. Handled there by Vimoso. It's going to go across, back to her. And into the corner. Perfectly placed by Carolyn Vimoso. She'll drop back to serve. Vimoso on the service. Handled by Dunster. Pollard will go back. Jess White into the corner. Ben Reed trying to fix that rotation. Or Julia Zargaj kill. Bring this one back to 3. Serving here is Higuereta. Handled by Phillips. Bond across. Tepper on it. And Tepper once again. That's that textbook combo. Phillips to Bond to Tepper. We're going to see Mendez check in now for Logan Steenbergen. And you're going to see the libero Phillips checking out as Jillian Kay steps back in. Mendez on the service. She's been solid thus far. But an error just here. A little bit of a commentator's curse. As Mendez struggles, she'll check out now for Phillips. Pollard will drop back to serve for the Raiders. Continuously fighting in this 3 to 4 point lead with the Lions. And a service error will not help that. As you now see Rebecca Polsky checking in for Lauren Kwan. Polsky's another freshman. She stands 5'11" out of Florida. She's had herself a nice little game as Bond serves it up. Handled there by Higuereta. Pollard will go in the middle there. And with ease, it's Jess White. The Lions have been able to quiet White thus far. She's hitting at 38%, which has her second in the entire GNAC conference. And third on the team in kills with 2.87 per set. But the Lions have been able to quiet her thus far. It's going to be quickly over there from Bond. She's on this one. Phillips will put it up. Tepper on it here. She'll go off the block. Handled by Higuereta. It's going to go across now. Rosavicius. Handled by Bond. Phillips once again. She's going to go back now for Tepper. Handled nicely by the Raiders. Cross all the way. Rosavicius again into the block. Handled by Kay. Polsky there. Tepper once again. And handled by the Raiders. Long rally coming here. As into the net goes Taylor Dunster, and the Lions escape with that point. Good set from them. Good recovery on a big block coming from Kay. The rebound handled by Polsky. And the Lions have been fighting through this one. They're up 17 to 13 in what has been a tough contested set. Tepper on the service. Little issue here with head coach Craig Kolek. Tepper on it. Handled there. Pollard will go across. Rosavicius. Handled by Phillips nicely. Kay on the attempt. Bond will go back, and it'll just be floated over there from Polsky. Pollard in the middle, and on the kill there, Jess White. This lead has either been 3 or 4 since seemingly it was 10-7. So we have a quick substitution here. Checking in Julia Zargaj as Taryn Higuereta checks out. And the libero, Olivia Garand, will drop back. Stands 5'1" as she makes an error there. Olivia Garand, the freshman libero out of New Hampshire. An issue there as Emerson are back up by 4, 18-14 as we approach the end of the second set. Anna Phillips, through her routine, has been working thus far. Now works once again. Pollard will go back. Blocked there, but into their own side as Joy Maswaswe will get the kill. And the lead is back to 3. On the service now, number 15, Anna Campbell. Handled there by the Lions. Bond will go up. Polsky on it, but she can't corral it. And the Raiders will pick up a point, 18-16, now the lead. Now the team has been really able to mount a run lately, and the Raiders will look to do so now with the first consecutive points in seemingly 5 to 10 minutes. Tepper will handle that one. Bond will go across. On it here is Vimoso. Pollard will go quick. Handled there by Phillips. Bond across. On it here, Polsky into the corner and over the head of Garand. Emerson pick up that point. The lead's back to 3. And Polsky will check out. Replaced here by Lauren Kwan, who will drop back to serve. Kwan is on it. Handled there by Rosavicius. It'll go back to her. Off the block, handled by Phillips. Diving there is Bond and floated over now. Good work there by the Lions. On the block there, diving is Bond, unable to handle it. Off the combined block there of Carolyn Vimoso and Logan Steenbergen. But Rivier will get the point. 19-17 the lead here for the Lions as Rosavicius will take the serve. Tepper floated over, and an ace there for Rosavicius has her team within 1. Tepper had a tough time handling the heat on that one. Rosavicius always with that big power and low-driven service. Rosavicius will take it once again. Team has the chance to equalize here. This one handled by Tepper. And floated over by Steenbergen. On the dive, there is Garand. And it's back here. Dunster floats it over. Handled there by Vimoso. Bond will go to the middle for Steenbergen off the left hand of Sydney Rosavicius. And Emerson open it up to a 2-point lead. They're up 20-18. 2 tough sets thus far. Emerson find themselves ahead 1-0 in sets of 20-18 here in this one. Handled by Garand on the service there from Vimoso. Kill coming from Dunster. Vimoso, but he's going to free ball over. Quickly there, taken by Taylor Dunster, but the block at the line comes from Caroline Bond. And Emerson lead 21-18. Big play and big block there coming from Bond. And that's going to instigate that Craig Kolek timeout. The first of the set as his team is down by 3. Tonight is Emerson's You Can Play game in support of LGBTQ+ athletes, supporting the slogan, if you can play, you can play. Emerson promoting respect for people of all backgrounds. Great thing to see here. And they've got a good game to play it in. Tough fought, but Emerson lead 21-18 and 1-0 in sets. They'll look to extend that to 2. It's been a fantastic game from Grace Tepper, as it seemingly always is. She's got 13 kills and just 3 errors, putting her at a 43.5 hit percentage. Polsky right behind her, 6 kills on 10 attempts. and Emerson upping that hitting percentage. They're now at 28% with 28 kills on 69 attacks and just 9 errors. Big difference is that errors. The Raiders have 14 to Emerson's 9. And are comparatively hitting at just 18%. It's been close here otherwise. Emerson with 3 blocks compared to the Raiders' none. It's been another big difference here early. On here, Vimoso. Taken there. He'll go across. On the kill there, Dunster. And then the Emerson lead is cut to 2. Back to serve now, Higuereta. Third player for this Raider team, but she plays that role very well. She'll serve here. Handled by Kwan. Bond will drop back and send it all the way across. Tepper on it. Handled there by Higuereta. He'll go across. Dunster into the block and off of it. Point goes to the Raiders. They find themselves within 1. That collect timeout proving very costly for the Lions. See if Ben Reed will take one of his own soon. Higuereta is up. Kwan will take it. Bond across. Tepper. It's been textbook all game. And it's textbook here again. Emerson up 22-20. As you'll see, Mendez check in now for Logan Steenbergen. And Jillian Kay in for Anna Phillips. She takes that front court. Emerson with one of their tallest lineups of the evening. As Rasavicius will dig that out of bounds though. And a service ace there for the Lions. On a bit of a reception error there from Sydney Rasavicius. Andrea Mendez once again. Freshman out of Puerto Rico. Look to keep this one going. Diving there is Rasavicius. It's a free ball for the Lions. Bond up to Kay. Handled there. The Raiders will have to free ball this over. Handled there by Vimoso. Bond all the way across. Tepper on it. Into the block. Handled and into the wall. That block there proves costly. And the Lions lead is cut to 2. 2 points to the set for the Lions, but the Raiders still fighting, still clawing, still trying to keep themselves in this one. Going down 2 sets would not be good. But Pollard is up. Kwan's on it. Bond's going to go back here. Jillian Kay off the block, but handled there by the Raiders. From the back court, it's Sydney Rasavicius. And the Raiders have cut it to 1 on a big kill from the back and from the big right hand of Sydney Rasavicius. Hilary Pollard on her second consecutive serve. She's been consistent with those services thus far. Phillips is on it. It's going to be Tepper now, and Tepper off the left hand of Rasavicius. Another big kill, and Emerson are on set point. Rasavicius averaging 3.2 digs per set. She's been pretty consistent when she is in that back court, but today has not been quite what she's needed to be, and Emerson have a chance to take a commanding 2-set lead as Bond is up for the service. Taken there by Higuereta. In the middle. Down, floated over. Maswaswe on the dive there. Phillips is back. It's going to be free balled over here. Vimoso on it. Hard play from the Lions. In the middle here with White again. And out of bounds. They'll take this second set. As Jess White send it just out of bounds. Emerson take this second set 25-22. Up 2-0 with a commanding lead here. We'll see if the Raiders can even it up. Third set coming at you from ECS. I'm Nicholas Gemma.
I think we even have replay. Don't we have replay?
It's up 2-0 after 2 tough sets. Winning that first one 26-24 and the second 25-22. Both coaches having some issue with the officials here, but it's seemingly been even thus far. Grace Tepper on 15 kills. She surpassed 300 for the year, which places her 4th in the NUMAC Conference. She's really that main reason the Lions are finding themselves here. She's been the difference thus far, as the Raiders just can't match what she's been able to put out. Pollard will go here. Jess White in the middle, but too much. They're going to say no touch. Point is going to go to the Lions. White and Pollard can't believe it. Craig Kolek is quite upset. He's coming here. Pollard will go again. Jess White again into the block. Big block from the Wombo combo of Grace Tepper and Logan Steenbergen. Emerson up 2-0. And Moso on the service. It's 3 in a row from her. Handled there. Quickly over from Pollard. And Amanda Phillips can't take it there. Pollard there after that kill. She'll drop back and serve. Joy Maswaswo checks back in. Pollard up. Handled there by Phillips. Bond will go here. Tepper into the block and out of bounds. Rolled across the top of the net. Bit of a lucky bounce there for the Lions, but they'll take it up 3-1. So you see Jillian Kay and Andrea Mendez check in, placing Anna Phillips and Logan Steenbergen. Same substitution they've been making all game. On to here Mendez into the top of the net, but handled nicely there by Dunster. Off the block goes Jess White. Raiders within 1. Back to serve now is Dunster. Picks it up. Handled there by Lauren Klein. Will go all the way across into the pole off the block. And the kill goes to Grace Tepper. She'll add to that total 17 now on the day. The block to her name as well. Up here from the Lions. They'll go across. Rosavicius will float it. Bond is on it. Phillips cross now. Polsky through the block and into the floor. Lions lead 5-2. Bond will serve now. Into the hands of Rosavicius. From the backcourt now it'll be Dunster. Handled by Phillips, but way back by Moser will go. And now Phillips across. Free ball there. Rosavicius now. She'll float it. Handled by Bond. Up from Kay. Floated into the arms of Taylor Dunster. They'll go back now from Maswaswe. And they're going to say that the Lions touched the net. Look like they're calling it on Jillian Kay. And the Raiders will get a free point. Back to serve now, Olivia Garand. As you see, Julia Zargaj also check in, placing Taryn Higuereta. Olivia Garand. Handled there by Tepper. Bond's going to go back. Tepper, a little bit of miscommunication there. She couldn't get exactly what she wanted on it. Floated over. Handled by Bond. Phillips will put it up. It's Polsky here into the block. Handled by Maswaswe. Pollard will go across. It's Rosavicius into the net. And the Lions will take that point. They're up 6-3 here. Still, no team able to take a commanding lead as the Lions were up 19-10 in that first set. A weak service there from Tepper. Goes right into the middle of the net. Not what you want to see. Raiders within 2. On the service is Anna Campbell. freshman out of New Hampshire will float it up. Handled there by Vimoso. Bond to the middle to Kay. On the dive, it's Garan. It's going to go across now. Rosavicius. Handled there by Tepper. Bond up. Floated over by Vimoso. And a poor handle there coming from the right hand of Anna Campbell. The Lions will take that point. Campbell a bit upset with herself, trying to shake it off and keep her team in this game. Mendez checking out now in is Logan Steenbergen, as Anna Phillips also checks in, replacing Jillian Kay. Phillips to serve. And the freshman puts it over nicely, handled by Dunster. And a big kill there coming from Sargaj, but handled by the Lions. Bond tries to go quick. Sargaj again. Bond up. Vimoso floats it. Rosavicius on it. Pollard. In the middle, it's Sargaj again. Blocked at the line there. Rosavicius once again. Handled there in the backcourt by Tepper. It's going to be Tepper from the line here. Handled by Garand off the block. Rosavicius into the corner. Point goes to Rivier. Or excuse me, they're going to award that point to the Lions. So it floated just too far. Emerson lead 8-4. Phillips on the service once again after quite a long rally. She'll take a second to catch her breath, but that into the net. Service error coming from Phillips. Phillips has been solid all day. You can't quite blame her for that. Freshman defensive specialist. She stands 5'6" out of Arizona. On the service is Rosavicius. Handled there. Bond in the middle. Off the block now. Bond once again. And it'll be Polsky into the corner. On the line. And the Lions will take that point. Pollard trying to reason with her coach here. Kolek thought that one was quite out of bounds, but the call still goes the Lions' way. On the service, it'll be Lauren Kwan. Kwan's a sophomore defensive specialist out of San Diego. She had herself a good season last year, broke into the starting core. Phillips took her spot as the libero this year, but she's been fighting to get her playing time, and she's been doing something with it. Early here, she's got a dig, and has played some very solid volleyball for the Lions. Blocked at the line there. Quickly, it's Pollard. Phillips is on it. Up now, and from the back, Vimoso unable to really do anything with that. That's some good intense play by the Raiders. Has them within 3. Figueiredo in for Zargaj. Figueiredo will look to do something with this. Handled there by Phillips. It'll go across now. On it there, Carolyn Vimoso with a powerful kill as Dunster unable to handle it. The Lions extend this lead to 4. Both teams once again hovering in that 3 to 4 point differential range. Pollard will go in the middle, off the block, and some slight movement on that ball, off the hand in the middle of a mix of Bond and Steenbergen. Give Rivier that point as Pollard drops back to serve. Up to Pollard, and a service error. Too much power on that one. Phillips just let it go with the smart play there. And the Lions will get that point. She checks out now for Kay as Mendez checks back in, replacing Steenbergen. It's a pretty exact swap. Mendez can play that libero position, that defensive position, in a similar way to Phillips, and Kay can come in and play a similar role as Steenbergen. Because that's going to be floated in the backcourt. Rosavicius keeps it in. It's going to go across now. Free ball over by Miss Wasway. Bond goes in the middle. Kay off the block, handled by Avery Pollard. And it's going to be free balled over once again. Handled there by Mendez. Bond in the middle. Kay into the hand. Diving towards the scorer's table there was Dunster, but the point's going to go to the Lions. Some great effort there from the Raiders and from Dunster. Risking it all to try and save that one. But nothing doing as the Lions still lead by 5. And Mendez takes her second service. Handled there by Higuereta. It's going to go back on it and through the blockers. Not too much connection there from Kay and Tepper. And that's going to be another big kill for Taylor Dunster. Her 11th of the evening. And it's Tepper into the block and onto the line. Rivier pick up another point. It's 12-9 here. Dunster will serve once again. Dunster on the season averaging just about 3 kills per set. She's got 12 and about 2.5 thus far. Good game from her. Tepper floats it over, handled there by Pollard. It's going to go free balled over there. And Kwan trying to take advantage of it. Kay floats it over. And some smart play there by the freshman out of California. That's Emerson, a seemingly easy point. Bit of brains over bronze there from the 6-foot freshman. And the Lions are up by 4. With the service in hand, this one coming from Caroline Bond. Handled by Higuereta. It's going to go back Miswasway with some power. Phillips will handle it. Bond on it. Kay will float it over. And the Raiders will have a pretty easy setup. Great play there from Bond to keep that one alive. As it's floated over by Vimoso. Right over Jillian Kay. A smart play there from Avery Pollard. It's got her another kill. It's going to be her 3rd of the evening, which she pairs with 28 assists thus far. Garand on the service, handled by Phillips. Bond here, and Jillian Kay through 2 blockers through Miswasway and Zargaj. Jillian Kay's got another kill, her 2nd here of the set. Emerson up 14-10. Service here, handled by the Raiders. It's going to go for Rasavicius, and into the combined block there of Rebecca Polsky and Jillian Kay. Emerson up 15-10 here on a big play there coming from 2 freshmen. And leading into a timeout called by head coach Craig Zolak. He's assisted this year by Matt Bynan. And they'll look to correct this ship as they find themselves down by 5 in what could be the last set of the evening. Notable performance today has been Rebecca Polsky, freshman here, number 15, staying 5'11", out of Florida. She's put in a great performance, 8 kills and just 2 errors, hitting at 46% on 13 attempts. She'll add 2 digs to that total. Phillips also solid as usual. She's got 3 assists, which she partners with her 17 digs in that libero role. Caroline Bond, always a top performer as well as the freshman, has 2 kills on 4 attempts, which she pairs with her 32 assists and 9 digs. On the service here, Grace Tepper out of the timeout. She floats it over nice and easily. Pollard will go here. Sargaj off the net and off the block of Jillian Kay. And the Raiders take the point out of the timeout. Back to serve now, Anna Campbell. Taken nicely, handled by Phillips. Bond will go back. Kay in the middle. And just patched the outstretched left hand there of Taylor Dunster. Jillian Kay with a hot set thus far. Herself 3 kills this set alone. 5 on the evening, hitting at 33%. Anna Phillips, ritualistic as always. She'll take the service. And by the Raiders, trying to go down quickly. As they'll say, Pollard went over the line trying to block that quick attack coming from Logan Steenbergen. And the Lions lead 17-11, trying to pull away with this one and take this third set. Phillips on it here. Over from her. Handled there by Rosavicius. It'll go back to her. Off the block. And a powerful block from the combo of Logan Steenbergen, Carolyn Vimoso, as Emerson up by 7. Looking for the sweep. Raiders looking tired right now. A bit more sluggish, not able to find their way through these Emerson blocks. And a couple of early errors as Pollard keep her hands behind the net on that one and pick up a point. Polsky thought she had an easy one, but not quite. Rosavicius will drop back to take the service. Another good service from her. Bond will go in the middle. Steenbergen. Phillips will go up. Bond will go back. Polsky. But the combined block there of Taylor Dunster and Julia Zargaj to get it done for the Raiders. Dunster just 5'7", out of Sutton, Massachusetts. Not the tallest player, but she can jump up there when she needs to pick up that block, and she and Zargaj combined right there. Here's Rosavicius, handled there by Vimoso. Just going to go in the middle for Steenbergen. Diving there is Dunster, but she can't control it as she intended. And Steenbergen will get that kill. Kwan checks in for Polsky and will drop back to serve. Nice rotation. Phillips will stay in the game. Emerson with a bit more of a defensive lineup right now. They've got Tepper in the back. Kwan, the service error there. Not what the Lions needed. Raiders within 5. They'll look to mount some sort of a run. Higuereta here on the service. As consistent as always. Bond will go across. Floated over by Vimoso. Nothing doing though. Pollard over. And a big kill there. Coming from Jess White. Deficit has been cut to 4 by the Raiders. They look to squeak their way back into this one. Higuereta will take it. Tepper on it. It's going to go across now. On it is Polsky into the corner. Campbell not ready for that one. Emerson mixing up their play there, going into the corner. This one will be taken by Vimoso. A great service from her. She'll pick up that ace. Emerson lead 21-15. Vimoso once again. See if she mixes up her service. Went direct and low on that first one. She'll float this one to the back corner. Higuereta waiting for it. Dug out by Bond. Tepper on it. Into the block again. Nothing doing there for the Lions as the double block there from the Raiders puts them within 5. Oswaswe will check in now, replacing Anna Campbell. She'll play that front court as she always has. Bond dug out nicely. Bond on it. It's going to have to be free balled over there by Vimoso. Pollard's going to go. Jess White. They say Steenbergen went into the net. Lead cut to 4. Pollard back once again. One of the more fiery players on this Raider team. That one with some emphasis. Bond in the corner. It's going to go all the way across. Tepper into the block. Or into the net they call. And that's 4 hits for the Lions. Deficit is just 3. Pollard bringing her team back into this one. Emerson are going to have to limit their mistakes. That won't help. Lauren Kwan caught within herself there. Mishandles that one. Ben Reed not happy. He'll call that timeout. 21-19. Emerson in the lead right now. A couple of simple mistakes here from the Lions. Another reminder here, today is the You Can Play game here at Emerson in support of all LGBTQ+ athletes and LGBTQ+ people alike. You can play is their motto. Promoting respect, standing up, and signing yourself on. Good message from the Lions. Dunster and White have been the combination thus far for the Raiders. They find themselves down by 2 here. They'll look to fight back as we return to action here. Dunster with 12 kills and White with 8. White just hitting at 13%, lower than her normal 38. Over from Pollard into the net. Service error from Pollard out of the timeout. To be quite sure that's not what Kolek's talking about. Will be Andrea Mendez, who just checked in. Emerson 3 points away from the sweep. Floated over softly, but handled by Ross Vicius. Pollard to the back and over. It's going to be Mendez now. Tepper from the backcourt. Miswasway tries. Resaw hits, free ball for Emerson. Bond across. Tepper on it. Tepper into the corner. Ross Vicius couldn't get a hand to it. Emerson lead by 4. Mendez will serve once again. Tepper now on 17 kills. And a lights out performance here from Grace Tepper. It's going to be Pollard once again. Off the block. Quan on it. And Tepper once again. Too much on this one. She calls for contact, but the referee disagrees. 23-20 here. Emerson with a slight advantage. It's been 3 very close sets thus far. Service is up. Tepper is on it. Bond is going to go back to Tepper. She's going to float it into the block. And unable to handle it was Miswasway. Took the first touch as the ball was falling down. Emerson on match point now. Up by 4. And serving it would be Caroline Bond. She's got 36 assists and has been Emerson's standout performer with Grace Tepper. Figuereda's on it. Pollard's going to go across. Ross Vicius into it. Ball goes into the corner. Bond on the dive. And Tepper will float it over. She's going to go across to Miswasway. She'll hit it big. And Miswasway to the right of Vimoso and left of Phillips. With a whole lot of power. Cut the lead to 3. Rivier Garand will take it. She's going to have to mount a 3-service run. She wants her team to get back into it. Over from her. Carolyn Bond. Jillian Kay. Too much from Kay. She calls for contact as well, but they don't give it to her. The advantage is just 2 now for the Lions. Garand again. Have a good service. Phillips is on it. Bond will go now. This one to Grace Tepper. And off the back wall. That'll end it. And what a splendid way to finish it from Carolyn Bond and Grace Tepper, as it was all game. Tepper ends with 19 kills in 3 sets. Bond with 37 assists. Other standout performers, Rebecca Polsky and Carolyn Vimoso, 8 and 6 kills apiece. For the Raiders, 12 and 8 kills. They fought tough, but Emerson just edged them out a little bit. Take that first set 26-24, followed by 25-22 and another 25-22 to edge out the sweep. Here from the Bobby Brown and Stephen Prosper Gym, I've been Nick Gemma. It's been my pleasure to talk to you today and commentate for you. We'll see you next time here for ECS.